This evening in Northern Uganda, a new farming model is gaining popularity, and it's transforming the way farmers work the land, fight food insecurity, and respond to the challenges posed by climate change. The Fumvudza farming model, promoted by a local Pentecostal church organization, is an interesting case of intersecting between religion, farming, and climate change.
Harriet, a farmer from Kwania district, begins her day in prayer. With every sunrise, she and her fellow farmers in the faith seek God's blessing for a successful harvest. And for Harriet, the blessing has come in abundance. Harriet used to farm 3 acres of maize and harvest only 10 bags. But now, with the new Fumvudza model, she harvested 25 bags of maize from 3 Fumvudza plots, which is less than half an acre.
Smith,
Alele, also from Kwania district, is another farmer who is no longer afraid of food insecurity.
You cannot sleep hunger when this cassava is here.
He has embraced Fumvudza farming with the 4 plots.
As I told you earlier, you are the first person to come here, to come and see.
The Fumvudza model was introduced by Northern Uganda, a church-based organization that borrowed the concept from Zimbabwe, where it has seen great success in combating food insecurity. Jeremiah Ochiene, lead trainer with the organization, says that as a church they felt a responsibility to address the pressing effect of climate change.
By the way, it is very hard to pastor people who are hungry. We needed to introduce a new methodology that can help our people fight the climate change that is now affecting every farmer.
A typical Fumvudza plot is usually 16 by 39 meters. The key principles include minimum tillage, organic fertilizer, crop rotation, and water conservation.
Shave the grass and then you mulch your soil. The mulch is going to be able to keep the moisture, to keep the waters in the soil. We decided to use the Fumvudza model because it is helping so many people. Conservation agriculture is hard to practice in a large scale.
Climate change has become a major threat to agriculture in northern Uganda. Farmers are grappling with erratic rainfall, prolonged dry spells, and severe flooding, all of which have devastated crops and reduced yields. Climate change is primarily driven by human influence, in particular greenhouse gas emission. A rapid climate risk and vulnerability assessment by Northern Uganda Resilience Initiative NURI indicates that since 2011, greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere has continued to increase, reaching an annual average of 410 parts per million for carbon dioxide alone, a concentration higher than at any time. Godfrey Otime, a scientist with the National Agricultural Research Organization and NETA, explains that the loss of soil fertility in northern Uganda has been severe.
Actually, through studies, the yield has lowered by almost 60%. That means we are getting slightly above 30% of what we should have harvested. Nutrient mining. So we are taking away from the soil without putting back.
Deep plowing destroys the soil structure and harms the microorganisms necessary for soil health.
But now if we kill these microorganisms that are helping our plants to break down the nutrients to simple form, then that's the problem. We cannot have our yield as used to be.
Otima advises farmers to use minimum tillage tools like reapers to avoid overworking the soil.
We have what we call conservation agriculture, which involves making sure that you cover your soils, encourage, do not burn. But you replace it with a ox reaper. Okay? In this way you are able to only plant where you have reaped, to do it minimally. And then the weeds now you manage them through the herbicides.
Edi Olwa, UBC News.